Angry Black Man. I'm going to tell you about the 49ers. When they picked up Lynch to be the general manager, right? I didn't think he would be a good general manager. You know, I thought it was just a move to give an ex-player that was a hard-nosed player in the league a chance to be a general manager. But when I seen him start making them moves last season, bringing them young boys in there to play, he got rid of, he ain't had to get rid of players because a lot of their players left after Harbaugh left. So they was like really retooling. And when I seen them start retooling and start bringing in players, and what really took them over the top was when they went and got the quarterback. A lot of people saying, well, he ain't do much. He only played 7 games, blase that, la, 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 right? If he wasn't a good quarterback, right, Belichick wouldn't be wanting to leave New England next year behind that bullshit. If he didn't have a commitment for this year, he would have been gone. Because Belichick really wanted that boy to replace Brady. He wanted Brady to play one more year and they trade him off, you know what I'm saying, or force him into retirement, you know what I'm saying. This is coming from the Boston Globe. So, Gregor, if you say I'm lying, go look at the Boston Globe and they'll tell you. It's an insider, right? So, that really pissed Belichick off. And then, the reason that Josh McDaniels didn't go to the Colts, it wasn't because Andrew Luck may not play this year, because he know he has a good quarterback, Brissett, right? If I'm saying his name right. Anyway, it's a B, so you take it from there. He had a good quarterback in him because he taught the boy. He taught him how to play, and he won some games. You know, look what he did with the Colts. He could have won more games with the Colts if they had a better scheme for him. If they let him do a lot of shit that Andrew Luck did, he probably would have won a couple more games. A lot of games he won on his feet, but he know how to stay in that pocket and throw that ball too. Because I've seen some Colts games because they force him on us at times. So I've seen a couple of Colts games, and he can play ball. And McDaniels would have went there, but that wasn't it. McDaniels found out that Belichick is probably going to make this his last year, because Belichick said something, I can't remember the exact words, as far as he going to be turning the rings over. And in other words, if I was you, I'd think about leaving. So Belichick won one more year with at least one of his coordinators, and he's glad it's his offense coordinator, so now he don't have to go and find one. So he said he got one more good year, he's going to try to make it to the bowl, and then, you know, from there, see what happened. But if they knew they didn't have a good quarterback, I think the 49ers and the Rams are going to fight for that division. Because Seattle, by them doing some house cleaning, I think they're going to have a subpar average season. And the Cardinals is trying to rebound. They got a new coach, probably a new quarterback, and they got rid of some players, so they definitely going to be on the rebound. JY3 said Kentucky won in 96. So that'll stop L from all that bullshit. And you know what, JY3? You're right about that. Because every time Kentucky won, not every time, the last time Kentucky won the NCAA championship, the Yankees didn't go to the World Series. But every time they won the NCAA championship, the Yankees won the World Series. And you can look it up. Andre Elam said Keanu Fox was at Westlake. Yeah, that's another one. With Pac-Man and Sean Jones, yeah. And all those kids played basketball and football. Yeah, that's when there was a beast, Andre. That was around my first, it was in my first 7 years here, all that was going down. Definitely that, man. Yeah. Big ups to Westlake, man. I mean, Georgia got a lot of good programs. Like you said, that Noonan program used to be real good. You got the program that Calvin Johnson came out of Sandy Creek. That's a good program. They're always good. They had some good athletes come out of there. They had a guy that his father and him go to the barbershop I go to, and his father kind of messed his career up by having him leave the University of Ohio to come back down here. Sluggo know what I'm talking about. Bell came down here to play quarterback, but when he came to Georgia State already had quarterbacks. Why would you have your son come back to Georgia and go to a team that was loaded with quarterbacks? And you know that he had to learn the system and try to fight these guys. They weren't just going to give him the spot because he was a what was he was a 5-star coming out of Georgia. It's just that he was a very smart individual. He should have went to Harvard like he started to go. That's how smart he is. He should have went to Harvard, but he didn't go to Harvard. He ended up going to Ohio. Quarterback Ohio brought out some quarterbacks. Ben Roethlisberger, that was his school, and a couple other quarterbacks that came in the league that came out of Ohio University. You know what I'm saying? That's where he should have stayed and learned. You know, either way it go, he could have probably made the league if he would have stayed and learned instead of coming back home. So I feel this far. Sometimes, you know, as a parent, sometimes you got to let a kid make his own decision. Let a kid feel his way out. You don't say where you going or where you not going. You know, I would never do that to my son. You know, the only thing about it, my oldest son messed up. He fucked up and couldn't play his senior year. And he went to one of the toughest high school that produced NFL players, and that was Rains High in Jacksonville. A lot of stars came out of there. Leo Shepard, a lot of boys came out of there. So, hey man, you just gotta pick your poison when it comes to your kids, man. You gotta let them make their own decision, man. Stop getting in their lives. Just like the lady got mad when her son said he wanted to go to Florida. You know what I'm saying? And you got on a hat from Tennessee and a T-shirt from Alabama. Now, where the hell you going? You know, actually, really, where are you going? JY3, you mentioned something that I wanted to really talk on, too. He said the Browns are on their way up, RC. Tyrod, Jarvis, L. Johnson, Jarvis L., Jarvis Landry, Tyrod, Josh Gordon, and a lot of picks. Yeah, they got a lot of picks. And I hate to bust y'all bubble, but they want to draft a quarterback and a running back in the top 4. All right? So they don't want to draft a running back first. So that means they would have drafted Barkley, Saquon. They don't want to draft a running back because they got their eyes on a quarterback. They feel if they draft Barkley, the Giants will get the quarterback they want, and they won't get him 4. So they're going to get the quarterback they want, and then they got a bunch of backs like Nick Chubb, Shoney Michel, there's 2 other brothers. I can't think of their name, what school they went to, right? That they can also pick. So it's a toss-up, but they want to go after the quarterback. So that'll leave Saquon Barkley for the Giants if they want to and whatnot. I guess Trey said that, let me see, Trey said, BAB, I agree that a lot of these quarterbacks are overpriced, but his skill set is pretty good, though. He talking about Garoppolo. He talking about Jimmy G. Because I fucked his last name all up. And Big Apple said, Trey, what skill set Garoppolo has that's, well, like I said, Jungle, it ain't just his skill sets. It's his knowledge of the game he learned for being in that New England system. And he brought that New England. And you know what? I see a lot of people was down on Shanahan. Shanahan offense worked. Shanahan offense made Matt Ryan a better quarterback than he was this past season. Shanahan took that offense out there, and he had 2 quarterbacks that couldn't get the system. One quarterback won with the system. I don't know if it's because he played my team and won, or he was finally getting the system. But then after that, he messed up a game, and that's when they brought Jimmy G in 2 games after that, and that's when he started winning. So he brought the type of offense that Shanahan liked to his system, and now Shanahan can do a lot with it if they can also pick up another back. They already got a back from Ohio State that's doing good, but they need to pick up another back so they can have that 2-headed monster like the Falcons had. Ain't just saying I'm talking good shit about the Falcons. Damn. Shit, let me check my temperature. Maybe shit. I know I've been feeling a little warm this morning, but shit, I'm talking about the Falcons. Wow, man, that's big, man. Big ups to the 49ers for doing what they got to do, and that's to move on and build another dynasty like they once had under Harbaugh. But Andre Ellen and the rest of you 49er fans, you'll do good this year. You may squeeze out that wild card, right? But I don't see you going deep in no playoffs or no Super Bowl for at least another 4 years. I give you 4 years. You know, that's the time that Shanahan got to get this thing right and whatnot. But the Chiefs getting ready to make a call. You know, this is also an on-the-spot call. You know, since nobody else want to call in, you know, I guess everybody busy. It's Monday morning. But you know what? I don't wait on nobody. I do my own thing. You know, so I'm going to call this guy up and see what's going on with him.
Hello?
Hey, is this Tony Roberts?
Yeah.
How you doing, Tom? This is #1 Chief Rock of JERSEYVERN. And I'm just calling you, man. Do you have time to speak with me for a minute?
Yes, sir. Give me hand this call up for a second. I'm just getting back in town. Hold on a second.
All right. You got my main man, Mo Cheese, in the house. What's up, Mo? He said he's checking in from the bench. Yeah. Do 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 do. Big L. Ain't nobody got your habits, Big
Yes,
L.
sir.
Oh, okay. What's going on, T? All right.
Not much.
Yeah, man. Explain to the people, you know, who you are and you know what type of work you do, so my listeners will know, you know, all about Tony Roberts.
Well, I'm a coach basketball. I develop players, teach them how to play. Guys who come to me that may have their parents may assume they can play a certain way. I can kind of look at a guy and see whether or not where his potential is. So he's in 8th grade, 9th grade, he can be in 7th. I can see whether he's D1, capable of being D1, or he can be 2, 2, or 3, or not nothing at all. I can see him. I don't look at the moment. I look at the tomorrow expectations, where's the areas that he can develop at, or she, into a great athlete. And that's what I do. I'm athletic director for Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. I coached there for 5 years. I'm going to state playoff every year and went to state championship a year.
Yeah, that's a big school. Ain't that the school that Dwight Howard came out of?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have a couple. You have a couple of superstars in college right now. You know, name the player and name the school. You know, if off the top of your head, if you can remember.
Well, I mean, I got guys in school where I can't put them out there like that.
Oh, okay,
but,
okay. That's what's up. Yeah, but you have some players that at these good D1 schools, man. And like he was saying, he also teaches your kid how to play basketball, the fundamental and other things that'll make them better. You know, coming down the line. You know, not better, but great, really, because the kids that you had come through your program, to me, I think they're great players, and they're gonna all make it to the league one day. You know, that's what's up, man. You know,
that's the whole thing. So you don't want to put a name there. You want to let them develop and make it. Then you can come out and say, okay, yeah, first to see it. You don't want to give them unnecessary publicity until they put themselves on certain math to do certain things. But secondly, it's more about them getting an experience and education so you can have something to fall back on. Everyone can be great, but they can only be great in your eyes. But they have to be excellent in the eyes of those that want to see them in the league. And if that doesn't happen, at least he or she has that education foundation they can fall back on and experience of maturity more than anything else. It's mentorship.
Right.
Mentoring them into great businessmen and women.
Right. Right. That's what yeah, that's what's up, man. When I first met you, because you also a supervisor of mine, you know, back at our other job. You know, you show